Hello and welcome to a brand new video of Global Techniques of Architecture. Into today's video, as discussed earlier, we are going to talk about stainless steel railing. So of course, railing are very favorite of architects, too much favorite of designers. But when it comes to the safety parameters, my question is, why can't a parent be at peace if the child is playing inside the balcony? So what are the hindrances or what are the area of concern that a parent feels while the child plays in the balcony? So irrespective of the material used for the balcony construction, but then too, whether it be a parent or whether it be an operating office, I've seen many offices having a warning sign saying that don't lean on the balcony. Why not? If at all it's a balcony, it is supposed to carry some loads, which we have discussed in the last part of the video. So, if at all those loads have been considered, every balcony would be a foolproof balcony. So, this is where I want my viewers as well as my company to grow and go and flourish and educate everybody so that everyone has a beautiful balcony, maintaining its aesthetics at the same time the structural stability and integrity. Now, if at all we are talking of stainless steel railings, believe me, it is an area of concern for many designers, because looking at stainless steel, nobody knows which grade it is. So while you go for a usage of stainless steel railing, one must know the best. So the best grade available for architectural purpose I'm talking of is grade 316. So when I say 316, this grade doesn't allow the surface finish to get corroded. It can be used for places like even if at all there are much more pollutants into the atmosphere. You can be using it even at places wherein you have salty atmosphere like Mumbai. So these 316 are much more preferable by designers and architects, and the specification must always ask for even the studs, even the fittings, even the holes, even the washers, not only the washers, the bushes that are engaged and the shell over it has to be 316, and there has to be a proper separation of metal to glass with the help of either nylon bushes or gaskets or silicone gaskets, something which separates the glass and the metal, whether it be steel, whether it be aluminum, whether it be MS. Third thing comes is, how do you check? So into even rural areas of India, even today people are being cheated, saying that this is the best grade available, and they just keep on installing at a best rate that this is a stainless steel railing. So what they use over there is somewhat 202. If you look at this photograph, 202, you onto any hardware shop, you get this small tester. It is a kind of liquid which corrodes and lets you know that which grade of steel it is. But it certifies only till grade 304. So if at all you have two samples, you just have to pour one drop, and if it turns out to be orange, it is 202. If it doesn't react, it is 304. If it doesn't react at all, it is 316. So depending upon the area of application and depending upon the load implications that the railing is supposed to carry on it, it has to be design specific. Now, if at all the load consideration is for a residential, it would be 100% different. If at all the railing, this stainless steel railing, which is very prominent, which is very famous, which is very popular in India and abroad, is to be utilized for installation into public area, like in the case of mall, in case of a restaurant, in case of a airport building. So these are the places wherein it plays a vital role on the safety concern. In that case, the gauge factor, so the gauge, not the gauge factor, it's the gauge, the thickness, I mean, the thickness of stainless steel members matters. So whenever you ask or whenever you have a project depicting a usage of stainless steel railing into public area, by default you have to ask for a testing certificate of exact parameters, exact dimensions, exact thicknesses being verified and tested elsewhere. So this stainless steel railing would be continued in the next part of the video with certain examples, with certain diagrams, and also with help of few testing parameters of it. For this video I conclude over here. We are just hitting a best railing. Into the next video we would be introducing seamless railing, which is the most favorite of all architects, and we would be exploring all the components used, and we would be also discussing the load path that a railing follows. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.